welcome to today's video. I am going to be doing a really mini sketchbook tour, and I'm also going to be showing you a Cornwall inspired painting that I've got in progress. So I hope you enjoy today's video, and also to explain that I haven't been on for the last couple of weeks because I've been having computer issues, which is now resolved. So I really hope you enjoy today's video. So I've just started this new painting. I'm excited to get started. I've got my ground on. I did this little initial thumbnail sketch. Was going to put quite a few little fishies onto the plate and then decided just to go really simple and put the one on and just make it really pared down. And you can see here my messy colour palette where I've been mixing my paint. So I will talk you through a little bit through my process. I've been feeling like summer's on its way, so I started this new painting. I tend to do more night skies in the winter and day skies in the summer. Not always the case, but often is. And I'm enjoying playing around with new colour palettes. I've definitely noticed since I moved to Cornwall, my colour palette in general in my sketchbook and in my paintings is getting brighter. So that's interesting. I love playing with colour. I love trying new colour palettes. I get bored if I keep using the same colour palette. So it's always a joy for me to try out new colour palettes. Anyway, I got these flowers onto this one, and then I realised that they were so delicate looking that actually some of these other colours didn't really work. So the blue that's like my jumper is too strong, and the colour of the plate is too strong. And also, I'll show you the before and after. The cliff I had to just soften. I had more of a contrast on the previous picture that you've just seen, but it just looked too heavy and it just needed to look more delicate to suit these flowers. And I'm going to do some waves, and I'm going to do some of the grasses. But I am loving being in Cornwall, and I'm loving all the new things that I can draw and paint. I'm loving trying new things. This was a nice one to try. This one I showed you in a previous video and it's still bothering me. Thinking of just putting I just think it's too dark this side of the painting. I may put a daytime sky into it. So, you know, it's okay to, I think probably it's at least 6 weeks since I painted this painting, and it just been sat there because I knew something wasn't feeling right with it, so I'm going to change that. But I just thought I'd show you these ones, and obviously I'm going to do the little sketchbook tour as well. I'm just doing an extremely small sketchbook tour. Me and my friend went out, and her daughter, lovely daughter, went out sketching. And we went over to Falmouth, and then we looked over to St Maur's. It was a lovely sunny day, and because it was sunny we all thought, oh, it's warm, but it wasn't. We didn't really go terribly well equipped with the right clothing attire, so we didn't stay there for too long because the wind was coming up off the sea and it were blooming freezing. But I do quite like this sketch, and this might be something that I will turn into a painting at some point. I'm not sure about the position of the tree, but it's a sketch, so that's okay. Then we went to Redruth, and there's a beautiful little church, don't know what it's called, with a beautiful pathway that runs down the side of it, and it had this gorgeous old gnarly tree, and it looked like a very old tree. I wondered how many stories that tree has to tell and how many people have sat on it or walked underneath it over the years. But obviously I did my own thing with it and did my kind of quirky colours, and I enjoyed sort of just putting in the plants in the hedgerow and sort of trying to stylise them. So that was a nice thing to do. And then we went sketching in Porthtowan Beach one day, and afterwards we I'll maybe show you a little bit of the other sketch that I did on the beach. It's not in here. We went into a little glen, a few of us, and we were only there maybe, I don't know, 15-20 minutes maximum, and we just did like a really quick sketch. So again, it's just getting an impression down, but again, I really enjoyed it and could see this maybe starting to inspire a painting. And then there's the soggy sketch from the wet day in Red Roofs pool and Dolly's mines we went to. It was so wet, all the Neocolour 2 started sliding down the page, but I actually quite like the feel of this one. I mean, it's got lots of smudges and stuff from the paint running, but that's okay. Yes, note to self, do not take water dissolvable items when you try and paint outside or draw outside when it's raining. In fact, note to self, don't really go and draw outside when it's torrential rain. It's not a good idea. I just decided that the flowers needed a teeny tiny little dot at the centre. So I'm just popping that in, just varying the colour a little bit between them because the eye likes variation. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. This one almost feels like it's resolved. May add a couple of little birds flying in the sky just to, because I feel that's quite a big negative space, may add that in. This one I'm much happier with the sky, but I still think there's some tweaking needed, so she's going to sit back on the shelf and decide to do until she decides what I want to do with her and behaves. And I just wanted to say if you can like and subscribe and press the notification, and any comments are always very welcome. It really helps my little channel grow. And I've just signed up for Buy Me a Coffee, so if you would like to buy me a coffee, the link's down below. So thanks for today, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks, bye.